What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle, and today I'm going to be playing around with a little bit of color today. My last few videos have only been like browns and neutrals, so I figured I'd switch it up a little bit. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that way you're notified every time I upload a video. Grab your makeup brushes and let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is prime, and I'm going to use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And this one is really nice. It's not drying to your skin or anything, but it just fills in any pores or textures that you have. Just kind of helps blur everything out. And then for foundation, I'm going to use e.l.f. I have one in the shade Linen and one in the shade Tan. So I'm going to mix a little of the two together. And this foundation is a really nice medium to full coverage. Like, it really does cover pretty well. I like it a lot. And this is only, like I said, $4 or $5 on the e.l.f. Website. And it's a natural finish. It's not matte and it's not real dewy or anything. It's just more of a natural finish to your skin. Now I'm going to go into the brow bar, which this is my favorite for my eyebrows. I'm just going to take an angled brush and fill in my brows. And now I'm going to go in with concealer, and today I'm going to switch it up and use the NYC HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. And this is in CW4. I haven't used this concealer, to be honest with you, in a while, because once I found that e.l.f. Camo Concealer, that's really all I've been using. This color might be a little light, but we'll make it work. This blends really nicely into the skin, and it lasts all day. It doesn't crease too much on you or anything. Now I'm going to go into the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. It's my favorite setting powder. It's in shade medium. I use it all the time. Like, I don't even have a different setting powder for underneath my eyes because I just really love this one for underneath my eyes. And I'm just going to tap the smallest amount underneath. And today I'm not going to do cream blush or bronzer. I'm just going to use powder today. So now I'm going to go into my eyes, and today I'm going to do it like a little bit of colorful look just to change it up. I've been doing a lot of neutral looks, so I wanted to play around with a little bit of color today. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Eyeshadow Primer. And this is, it says it's in the shade Sheer, but it does add a little bit of color to your lid, which I like because I have veins and things, so it's nice to have a little extra coverage before you put your eyeshadows on. And I'm just going to blend it out with a brush. And I'm going to be using two different palettes today. The first one is going to be Boxycharm and Pure. This was the collab they did. I used to be a subscriber to Boxycharm, so that's how I got that. And then I also got this out of Boxycharm, which is the Ace Beauté palette. This is the Scarlet Dusk. That's what this one looks like. And the Boxycharm one I have used a ton. I have used this palette so many times. As you can tell, these are my favorite colors, and those are the colors that we're going to be using today. So I'm going to just get a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into this shade, which it's a peachy shade. And I'm going to use that as my transition shade. So I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to buff it back and forth. I'm going to go from the corner of my eyebrow over to the end of my eyebrow and just buff this back and forth. And then I'm going to go over to this color, which is called Squad. And I'm going to put right on top and build that color up a little more. And then I'm going to go over to this palette, and I'm going to be using, I think, the shade Bahamas right here, this one. And I think I'm going to put that in my crease and outer corner. Then I'm going to go back with the first brush, and I'm going to blend that color out. What do you need?
Dude, I went to the couch and tried to listen to see if you was done. I didn't hear nothing. I thought you were done.
And then I'm going to go into this light pink shade right here. And I'm just going to take a flat brush, and I'm going to put that on the inner part of my lid. Then I think I'm going to take a little pencil brush, and I'm going to use a darker, I think I'm going to go back into this Pure palette and use that dark brown color right here. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my outer crease, just to darken that up. Then I'm going to take my little tiny pencil brush, and I'm going to dip into this burgundy color right here. And I'm going to put over top of that dark brown. And I'm just going to blend that burgundy color into that light pink color and right on top of the brown, just to blend it out a little bit. Then I'm going to take a little bit fluffy brush, and I'm going to take that burgundy shade that I just put over top that dark brown, and I'm going to put in my crease. I'm going to turn the brush on its side and scratch it back and forth to blend it out. Then I will go back with that very first brush that I used. I'm not adding anything to it. I'm just going to blend everything. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with my black eyeliner today. I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Cake Pencil in Trooper Black. Then I'm going to take this small little pencil brush, and I'm going to take that burgundy color right here, and I'm going to run that underneath of my waterline on the bottom lash line. And today I want to use the e.l.f. White Peach little blush and highlighter duo. So I'm just going to take my small flat brush, wherever you are, here we are, my small flat brush, and I'm just going to dip into that highlighter shade to do the inner corners and the brow bone. So now that I have my eyes done, I'm going to go into the e.l.f. bronzer and blush powder. And I'm just going to be using the bronzer out of this one. I'm not going to be using the blush. And then I'm going to take the blush and highlighter out of this white peach, and I'm just going to add a little bit of blush to my cheeks and a little bit of highlight with my weird brush that I like for my highlighter. And then I'm going to go in with the Revlon Age Defying. This is just the foundation powder. And I'm going to use that as my all over powder. Okay, and I'm going to set my eyebrows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I'm going to curl my lashes. And this is the heated eyelash curler that I was telling you about. I do like it a lot because it is heated, so I feel like it does hold the curl a little bit better. And I think today I'm going to use the Essence Lash Princess again. And now for lips, I think today I'm just going to use the LA Colors Plumping Gloss, and this is in the shade Careless. I picked this up at the Dollar Tree for $1, so. And I'm going to finish off with the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. Again, this is my favorite setting spray. I love this one. Like, no matter what, I use this all the time. That's why I buy the big bottle of it, because the small bottle I go through so fast, so I just go ahead and buy the big one now. Okay, you guys, so that is the completed look. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!